Okay, so we are here at beautiful Lincoln Way East High School in Frankfort, Illinois for a matchup of Lincoln Way Central versus Lincoln Way West. Today is a special tournament fundraiser for the Cure for Cancer. So our traditional red and black and orange and black jerseys have been replaced with these wonderful hot pink things we see running around. Lincoln Way Central is in the pink jerseys while Lincoln Way West is in the black. So we'll go through the Lincoln Way Central varsity boys soccer roster here. First we have number 2 Freddie Bartuch and number 3 Matt Prinich, number 4 Jacob Lysick, number 5 Nathan Luchetti, number 6 is Ethan Barnett, number 7 is Tyler Massa, number 8 Nick Claver, number 9 Adrian Pradro, number 10 Sawyer Hobbs, number 11 Ben Zurateus, number 12 Josh Ingalls, number 13 Brad Podobnik, number 14 Danny Flores, number 15 Sean Curran, number 18 Sean Faglin, number 19 Tim Newcomb, number 20 Isaac Hopper, 21 Nick Bergio, 23 Jacob Schnepper, number 24 Andy Vera, number 1 is Ben Grusia, head coached by Sean Fahey. Assistant coaches are Joe Stevens and Luke Dauperes. My apologies on butchering the names, but I'm doing my best. For Lincoln Way West in the black, I think we have our coin toss going on now. We have Anthony Myers, he's number 17. Anthony Castanilla, number 24. Gus Petrangaro, number 1. Number 2, Zach Pavlich. Number 3, Sam Zigrist. Number 4, John Farrell. Number 5, Jay Bumstead. Number 6, Justin Yeager. Number 7, Timothy Cucci. Number 8, Jake Galonis. Number 10, Conrad Bolster. Number 11, Logan Valentine. Number 12, Christian Pancini. Number 13, Dario Pancini. Number 14, Ray Murrow. Number 15, Mark Zambrano. Number 16, Dan Petro. Number 18, Tim Lang. Number 19, Josh Dahlberg. Number 20, Kyle Seymour. Number 21, Luke James. Sorry about that. Number 22, Ezekiel Medellin, and number 23, Dominic Leo. Head coach by Jeff Thies. Assistant coaches are Dan Rads, Brigid Burnfred.
Lincoln Way would like to welcome the players and fans.
So we have a nice lead out here with some of the area youth clubs, of which many of these players played for or still play for. Again, tonight is a fundraising night for the Cure for Breast Cancer, so pink all over. So the Central players are being escorted by players from the Legacy Soccer Club, that is based in New Lenox, and the West players are being escorted by the Chicago Fire Juniors, who used to be Lincoln Way Soccer Club, but have now affiliated themselves with the Chicago Fire.
Please rise for the presenting of the and now the singing of our national anthem live by Lincoln Way sophomore Summer Leakus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So we're getting ready here for kickoff. We have, again, we have the Central Knights on our right, or the south end of the field, and the West Warriors on the north end to start the first half. Looks like the Knights will be kicking off. This is a good opportunity to look at how the teams are set up. Looks like the Warriors are going with a 3-4-3, which is a 3 forwards, 4 midfielders, and 3 defenders. Actually, it's supposed to be the other way. You're supposed to see defense first. But, you know, us Americans, we always do things backwards when it comes to this sport. And we have kickoff. And the Knights dump the ball into the corner, and that's going to go out of play. Ball boy brings in for a throw in for the Warriors. Figuring out who's going to throw it in. And the ball launched to just a little over midfield, and Warriors trying to settle the ball down, take control. But the Knights giving them fits. Ball played back to the defense and dumped out wide, headed out of bounds by the Knights, and Warriors will have another throw in. Ball played in and forward, and then cleared out again by the Knight midfielder, who is number 3, Matt Crinch. Ball thrown in. Nice ball to the corner, cross, but nobody home. And Central has all day to clear it out, trying to move the ball up the field, cut off by the Warrior midfielders. Still trying to get the ball back, nicely played. A little off to the side. Warriors collect the ball and switch fields. Push the ball back through the middle instead of completing the switch, and then played back to the defense. Played out wide. An unusual touch by the winger. The ball was up for grabs. Warriors won it. Played forward to the Knights, who dumped the ball deep. This ball is a foot race. Looks like the Warriors are going to win that and send it out for a Knight throw-in. Knights play the ball in quickly. Nice, a little bit of skill there, trying to keep control of the ball. Nice cross into the box, but nobody's home for the Knights either. And the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Warrior goal kick. Put the ball back in play. The Knights' shape is not as obvious as the Warriors were. but that doesn't mean it's any less effective. So Warriors try and play the ball forward, but it's taken on a nice defensive play by the Knights. Shot out to the midfielder, plays the ball back to maintain possession. Ball over the top is cut off by the Knights defense and then played out wide by the Warriors. Knights trying to move the ball through midfield are having a lot of difficulty. Not for lack of trying. There's a foul by the Warrior forward, so the Knights will push up now. Try and put the ball into the Warriors box. I'm betting this is going to be looks like they're setting up for a bomb up the middle, and there it is. But the ball's a little too long, and the goalie takes the kick. Warrior goalie puts the ball back in play with a nice punt. That's over everybody's head and bounced back by the Knight defense. Warrior midfields are trying to drop the ball in. Nice pass to the forward. Controls the ball nicely. He's moving up. Could be a chance, but it was shut down nicely by the Knight defense. Will then play the ball forward. That ball played out wide and unable to keep it in were the Knights, so Warrior throw in. Warriors throw the ball long. Looks like that is going to be played back to the goalie, who collects and controls. So here's a first action for the Knight goalie, who puts up a bomb to midfield that is controlled by the Warriors and pushed back. A little bit of back and forth there. That ball squibs through, but it's pretty harmless. Another attempt at clearance is controlled by the Warriors, who then knock the ball out of bounds for a Knight throw-in. Knights trying to control the ball, send it up to the Warriors, and then swept out by Knight midfielder, but that Knight forward managed to keep it in, but he lost control of it again. Warriors are seeming to take advantage of the Knights' poor shape. The ball played back to the goalie, cannot pick that up. So then he'll play it on the ground right into waiting Warriors. Knights are trying to move the ball forward, but again, the Warrior defense seems to be pretty stout. Looks like the Warrior midfielders are in a little better position, and that is allowing them to get to balls a little sooner than the Knights and maintain possession a little more. Free ball out wide. Nobody in the box for the Warriors, and the ball attempted to clear out, but into his own player, and the Knights managed to clear it off the sideline, so it'll be a Warrior throw-in. Looks like the Warrior center backs are coming forward for a scoring attempt. Ball played in, nice throw, and it's in the net. Scoring on the play was number 2, I think, Freddie Bartok. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong number. Number 2, Zach Pavlik. On the header off of the throw-in from the sideline. That was quite a throw. Warriors made that one look pretty easy.
Warrior goal by number 2, Zach Pavlovich.
So the Warriors are up 1-0. Knights lead the kickoff. Drop the ball in deep again. Taken by the Warrior defense and sent back to the Warrior midfield. Nice little move there. Puts a Warrior midfielder through, but he loses the ball. It's taken back by the Warriors, who try and switch fields, but that ball was played a little too hard and it goes out of bounds. To be a Knight throw-in. Good strong throw, controlled by the Warriors, who send the ball forward. A little bit of back and forth, ends up in the Knight goalie's hands. He'll punt it deep. Moved along by the Knight midfielders. Trying to control it. Knights are doing a good job of possession here. That ball sent long. It's a good opportunity, and right into the goalie's hands. And it looks like the Knight forward has taken a injury. We'll be right back. So the injured player has been helped off the field, and a sub has been brought in to replace him. Hope he's okay. Should be a goalie should have the ball. And we're ready to resume play. Ball kicked into midfield and controlled by the Warriors, who are then able to move the ball forward. Ball played back to the goalie. I guess it wasn't played back. Warrior kicked back and allowed to go all the way back to the goalie. Again, the Warrior midfielders are the story of this game so far. Seem to be able to control the play at midfield, which isn't such a soccer. Knights trying to drop the ball in deep, and a nice ball over the top. Looks like it'd be a good opportunity for the Knights to even up the score. Moving on the edge. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. It'll be a corner kick. So it was Tyler Massa with the nice moves for the Knights in the corner. Knights setting up for a corner. Some runners coming into the box. Ball played short and sent out wide. Ooh. A nice play, but couldn't finish. Just a little bit wide of the post, and the Warriors dodge a bullet. Ball played out by the goalie on the goal kick, and the Knights send it back in. Warriors taking possession of the ball and dropping a ball in over the top. Pressure by the Warrior forward. Ball played back to the goalie, who then launches the ball deep. Taken by the Warriors, taken back by the Knights, who got numbers forward. This should be a good opportunity for them for some possession. Send the ball in deep. And it's taken away by the Warriors midfield. Tries to clear it out, but right into the teeth of the Knights. And again, played back, but taken away by the Warrior midfielders. Ball cleared in. Again, Warrior midfield taking control of the play. Moving the ball up the field. There's a nice ball through, but it's going to be too far. Collected by the Knight goalie. Came off his line pretty quick there. Ball again played deep. Warrior midfield there to take control of the play. Ball played out wide. A little bit of physical action going on there now, but the referees thinks it's safe to go through. It'll be a throw in to the Warriors. Warriors scored off a throw in, so always going to be kind of wary about this. It's interesting that they brought their defensive midfielders up, and those two midfielders were unmarked and were able to put a good shot on goal. There's a foul. Ball goes back to the Knights, who will get a free kick. Trying to push the ball up the field. Good ball right up the middle. Flicked on, but taken by the Warriors. Back to the Warrior midfield, who send the ball forward, but nobody was home there. The Knights are able to push the ball back in deep, but it dribbles through to the Warrior goalie. Warrior goalie will take his time and then put the ball back in play. And that ball bounces through to the Knight defense. Move the ball around a little bit of pressure there. tried to handle it, and that will be a Warrior throw-in. So the Warriors take the ball. There's a throw into the box, but it is cleared out by the Knights. Shot attempt there is blocked. Ball played forward, but into the defense. Warriors managed to keep it in, still not cleared. And a foul to the Knights in a promising position. So the Warriors will get a free kick. About, looks like about 20 yards off goal. Knights set up a wall. Coley trying to get them positioned in the right place. Lining them up for the shot. And Warriors put the ball in play. It's a nice cross, but it's a little long. Played through by the Knights to the end line, and that'll go out of play for a Warrior corner kick. Again, the Warriors have brought in their mid backs. That ball played long and through the box, and Warriors are trying to maintain possession, unable to. They'll go out for another corner. So the Warriors are going to set up play again. Nobody on the front post for the Knights. Ball played into the middle and blocked, shot blocked, and then cleared out by the Knights to a nice position. The Knight forward's able to maintain possession, allow his team to break out of the defensive zone, then sends the ball in deep where it is cut off by the Warrior defense and sent out of bounds, so it'll be a Knight throw-in. Very nice work by the Warrior, or the Knight forward, to try to maintain possession, let his team get out of their own end. So here comes the throw-in. That ball is taken back by the Warriors and then sent in deep by the Knights. Header is up and goalie kicks it. Oh, nice save. Bounding around. Ball put right into his belly. Kicked out deep. Stopped up by the Knight defense. And then played forward by the Warrior midfielders. Cleared out, sent deep. Offsides is the call. Warrior forward was behind the last Knight defender. So free kick to the Knights, who are happy to move that ball forward. Ball played in deep, and the Warrior midfielders managed to get ahead on it, but knock it out of bounds. So it'll be a Knight throw-in. A little bit of rough play there, but the referee signals wave on, play on. And the ball is knocked wide and kicked out of bounds by the Warriors. Be a Knight throw-in. And it looks like we got some substitutes coming in. So right now the score is still 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. Looks like we've got about 24 minutes left in the half. And we have a stop in play for, looks like an equipment timeout. Which is something that I'm not all that familiar with at this level. And so we're back to play. Knights throw it in. Managed to maintain possession for just a second, but the ball rolls out of play. and the Warriors will throw the ball in, and now we have our other sub coming into play. So Warriors sub in, ball ready for the throw. It's a good strong throw, but taken by the Knights. Ball bounced around a little bit and played back, and there's a foul on the play. And the Knights will get a free kick. Knights appear to be trying to play the ball over the top for their offense rather than move the ball through the middle, which works well because the Warrior midfielders seem to be winning that battle. So that ball played over the top. Knight forwards trying to run underneath it and managed to. And some nice moves there, cut off in the corner, and it will be a corner kick to the Knights. The Knights also had a very promising opportunity on their first corner kick, but the ball sailed just past the left post. And ball played in. Again, a similar play, except Warriors had someone on the front post, and he was able to clear it out. And the Warrior managed to get to the clearance and play it forward. Oh, rough ball. Was unable to maintain possession, and it's played back to the mid, where the Knight forward is putting on a nice display, keeping 2 or 3 players at bay, but then the pass was not strong enough to get through. The Warriors are then able to move the ball forward, but an errant pass allows the Knights to clear, and the ball is played out of bounds by the Warrior defense. Quickly back in, and the Knights are bounding the ball back and forth. And the Warrior forwards try and take possession. There's a nice ball forward, but the Knights are quick to get back on defense. Ball played out wide and then back into the middle, and that ball gets over the head of the Warrior forward, who is in a good scoring position, but just a little too high on that. Well, goalie plays the ball out deep, and the Knight forward takes control. Again with the nice footwork. Plays the ball back to his midfielder. No opportunities there, who then moves the ball forward again. Ball played back. Nice possession here. Play back and forth play. That's good soccer acumen. And then the ball played over the top to the outside forward and knocked out of bounds by the Warrior defender. So it'll be a Knight throw-in. Again, the Knights are in the pink shirts and the Warriors in the black for this special occasion. Ball played into the box and taken by the goalie after a little bit of ado. He'll then play the ball out to his midfielders. And the ball bounces over and then taken by the Warrior midfield, who play it back to the Warrior defense, who then send the ball deep. It's a nice back and forth there, play by the Warriors also. Warrior midfield a little more disjointed now, and there's a long shot that'll slide out wide for a Knight goal kick. We've got looks like 20 minutes left in the half. The score is still 1-0 Warriors on that great throw-in header combo. Again, the ball taken by the Warriors and played forward, but good defending keeps the ball out of the net so far. Some nice shielding there, and the ball is kicked down line by the Warrior forward and out for a goal kick. So the Warriors are bringing another sub. And the ball played out by the goalie to midfield. Knights flick it on, and a push in the back gives them a free kick at midfield. Knights to take the kick. This plays right into their what seems to be their strategy in playing a ball over the top to get to their forwards. So there's the ball over the top, and there's the flick onto the forward, but not quite. Looks like it was blocked out by the Warriors, and then they kick it out of, clear it out of bounds. Be a Knight throw-in. Knights getting ready. This should play into the Knight forward, who is unable to control it, but then knocked out of bounds by the Knights. Now it'll be a Warrior throw. Or maybe I'm wrong. Looks like it's a Knight throw. Knights are gonna try and cross the ball in, much like the Warriors did for their goal. Good strong throw to the middle of the field can be a good scoring opportunity for the Knights. And the ball played in, flicked on. Oh, there was a man there at the back post, but the ball was just a little bit out of his reach, and the Warriors were able to clear. So it'll be another Knight throw in. Knights trying to put on some pressure here, get the equalizer. Ball played in deep and bounces through, and the Warriors are able to clear it out of danger. And then taken and knocked out by the Knights, so it'll be a Warrior throw in. They're trying to move the ball up the field quickly. Quick ball, played in. Knights moving the ball up the field. And a foul is called, and the Knights will get a free kick. The distance on this is a little too long to be a really good opportunity for a scoring chance. However, they could make it a, it could be a cross, a nice cross. This is a good crossing position. We'll see if the Knight kicker puts it on goal, or if he puts a cross up. He puts a cross up. That's a nice ball, and it hits the back post and is rattled around, but unable to control it or anybody. Ball is bounding back and forth with headers, and the Knights do take control and send in a lob that hits the crossbar on the goal post and is knocked down into the back of the net. And so that opportunity is lost. So with 15 minutes left here in the first half, the Warriors play the ball in. Knight midfielders knock the ball back. And taken down deep, and the Knights are able to control, but the Warrior defenders knock the ball into the Knight midfielder and then out of play. Some good talking by the Knight defenders. Bring on the organization. Ball flicked on twice and knocked out of play by the Warriors. Played back in quickly by the Knights, who give the ball right up and played back. Safety. Warriors trying to move the ball forward, but unfortunate touch. Nice block by the Knights. Ball played up. Ooh, nice cutoff on the give and go. Anticipated that pass very well. So the Knights will throw the ball in. And headed down. Taken by the Warrior midfielders, who give it right back to the Knights, who are now dribbling upfield, drawing defenders. And here come the Knight midfielders, are now moving the ball a little better. Nice hold-up play. Should be good cross here, and nobody home for the Knights in the box. Great scoring opportunity, but wasted. So the Warriors come back. Looks like the Warrior forward gets stood up at midfield and knocked out by the Knights, or by the Warriors, taken by the Knights. Knights are playing with accelerated pace now. I think they can sense that the Warriors are on the ropes a little bit, and they're trying to get that goal. And just as I speak, the game slows down just a hair. The Knight played over and taken by the Knights and launched in deep. There's that over the top again. And it's knocked out by the Warrior defense for another Knight throw-in. Knights take the ball, move upfield, and some nice possession play there. Moving the ball forward and back. Some good no call there by the ref, as both players were tangled up with each other. Knights moving into the middle. This is a promising position. Shot on goal is saved by the goalie. A very nice save. Keeps the score at 1-0 Warriors. Ball played back in, headed up field by the Warrior defense. Back to midfield cleared back to midfield by the Knight defense. Good stop there by the Knights. Leads to a almost a break opportunity. I expected that over the top ball a little sooner the way the Knights had initially started. And then the ball played deep and controlled by the Knight defense. Knights are moving the ball very well now. Looks like they've got into a nice rhythm. They're able to maintain possession and move the ball forward. Ball played up and then touched back. Moving deeper, the Knights are. And maybe should have passed that a little sooner, I don't know. But bailed out by his teammate. Ball played down into the corner. No. Good no call by the ref. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Knight midfielder. So the Warriors will have the throw in. Looks like we got a substitution by the Warriors that's holding up play. And ball put back into play. Thrown in long, flicked on, and sent back by the Knights, cleared back by the Knights. And they managed to maintain control. Put the ball out wide, very nice ball out wide, and Knight midfielders are there. Flicked on, and a promising position, but goalie scooped it up. Warrior goalie plays it out with 10 minutes left in the half. Warriors still leading 1-0, but the play has been on the Warriors end of the field for the last, I'd say last 20 minutes. There's that ball over the top. So the defense sends it out wide, and the Knights take possession on, it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. The Knights in pink due to our Cure for Cancer night here. Central forward trying to get some space to make a move, and unable to until he's finally fouled. So it'll be a free kick for the Knights in be much like a corner. Knights bring everybody, almost everybody up. They've got one defender back and the goalie. They're looking for to capitalize on this. The ball played in, it's going to the back post, flicked on by the Warrior defense, and then flicked back in, and then into the goalie's arms. Looks like the Knights are having some difficulty finishing. The Warriors trying to play the ball up quickly, but right into the Knights defense. And they Warriors maintain possession. And the ball is tried to clear, but it's into a Warrior forward, where the Warriors are bringing it now. The ball cleared out, sent out wide, and then kicked out of bounds by the Warriors. and a good defensive play, as the Knight forward had a step and a lot of open field in front of him. So the Knights collect the ball, throw it in. Warriors trying to do some pushing back here, realizing that the flow of play has been mostly on their end up to for the last 15, 20 minutes, I'd say. Knights throw the ball in, taken, and that is a foul by the Warriors. It'll be a Knight free kick in another promising position. Knights not bringing everybody forward this time. They've left a couple of players back this time. They are all set up at the back post. So it looks like they're going to be running in their lanes towards the net. There's nobody at the front post. The ball sent in way long, and that goes out of play, and it'll be a Warrior goal kick. And I believe we have another Warrior substitution coming in. So we've got 7 minutes left in the half. The score is still 1-0 Warriors. But the Knights have definitely been putting pressure on, definitely trying to get that equalizer before halftime. The Warrior goalie has been busy this last 20 minutes, would you say? So the ball put into play. Lights starting to come on. Gonna be a little while before they take effect. Nice ball played forward by the Knights, but the Warriors managed to control, and that ball was out before it was kicked. So it'll be the Knights ball down deep in Warrior territory, the Warrior half. So ball played in, off the back of the Knights forward. Trying to look for some space, not getting much there. Trying to move the ball through, and does take a shot, but it's right into one of the Warrior defenders, and the ball is cleared out and collected by the Knight defense. Again, the ball tried to play forward, again into a Knight defender. That ball is sent in deep. Warrior defense takes it, and then there's the Warrior midfield taking control of the play, sending the ball deep over the top for the Warrior forward, who puts in a nice centering ball, but nobody's home. And then that ball knocked out of play in a miscommunication between two Warrior midfielders. So Knight defense to throw the ball in. Good strong flick on, ball taken over. 3 people surround that guy. He draws a lot of attention, but from the Warrior defense. That ball cleared and played deep. Warriors trying to take possession, and that will be a Warrior foul, leading to a Knight free kick. They'll bring the goalie up with 5 minutes left in the half. Knight still looking for the equalizer. Looks like that ball is going to be played a little short. Flicked on, taking control, and kicked out wide by the Warrior defense. The Knights take the throw in and attempting to move the ball forward, but had it stolen away, and the Knights, or the Warriors, send the ball in deep and into the to the welcoming hands of the Knight goalie, who then punts the ball deep. That one's a little better, and a foul called. The Warriors will get the free kick. So Warriors ready to take the kick. Ball played in and cut off by the Knight defense, who then pushed the ball forward. Another ball over the top, but that ball looks like it's going to be collected by the Warrior defense, tries to move it back, unable to. Knights still have possession, ball sent in deep and cut off by the Warrior D for another Knight throw-in. So again, we have that nice crossing opportunity, a good ball, good deep ball into the middle of the field should be a good scoring opportunity for the Knights. And they've brought almost all of their defense forward. A ball played into the middle, but it's a little short and cleared by the Warriors. There's a foul on the play, and so the Warriors will get a free kick with 3 minutes left to go in the half. Warriors look like they're taking a little bit more of their time getting the ball back into play. Ball played up and taken by the Knights, who again send the ball over the top, but this time nobody's home. Knights have started to get away a little bit from their possession-based game. And we got some subs coming in for the Warriors. And return to play, ball thrown in deep, headed back by the Knight midfielder, controlled by the Knight midfield.
2 minutes left in the half.
2 minutes left in the half. When the Warriors take control of the ball, and they don't have numbers forward, but they've got a good opportunity here. They've gotten past the defense, but the Knights managed to shut that down, and it'll be a Warrior throw-in. Warriors scored from very close to this position earlier in the game, but they haven't brought as many players forward this time. Another throw into the box, and the Knights clear it out this time. A nice cross is cleared out again by the Knight defense. Knights collapse and kick it out and take possession. Nice hold-up play there by the Knight midfield, or Knight forward, doing what he's supposed to do, and then the ball played behind him and sent out wide for the Warriors, by the Warriors. Knights now starting to play their possession game a little more again. But lost the ball, and the Warriors take control, send it deep on a deep clearance. A nice play there to fool the Warrior forward. He thought he was going to play it back to the goalie. And a foul at midfield by the Warriors gives a free kick to the Knights. Looks like we got about 30 seconds left in the half. Knights don't have much time to play this ball in. Deep ball sent in and flicked down and cleared out by the Warriors. Should just about do it. They cleared especially deep, and that's going to be it. Ball kicked on, that's going to be too wide and out of play as the whistle sounds for the end of the first half. So it looks like we're going to have about a 10-minute halftime, and then we'll start our second half. Okay, we're getting ready here for the start of the second half. 2 40-minute halves. Warriors still up 1-0. Knights put on a lot of pressure in the second part of the first half, but were unable to finish. Unable to put the ball in the net. The Warriors will take possession on the kickoff. Knights look to be playing 3 forwards, 3 midfielders, and 4 defenders. We're getting ready for our kickoff here. The buzz of anticipation among the crowd. We'll see if the Knights can't pull off the pull the score even and move ahead, or if the Warriors are going to maintain control and put this game away. And the ball is played forward by the Knights, taken back by the, I'm sorry, played forward by the Warriors, taken back by the Knights, who then play the ball deep. The Knights are in pink with white shorts, and the Warriors are in the black with black and black socks. Poor touch there, gives the ball back to the Warriors. The ball dumped back in deep and rolls out of play for a Warrior throw-in. And ball played down the line and out of bounds, taken by the Knights, who will throw the ball in deep, flicked on into the Warrior defender, and then cleared deep again. Knight defenders trying to maintain possession and flick up forward. They're moving up nicely. Ball played in deep, but just a little bit off. Warrior defense was able to maintain control, and that ball played through. Warrior forward almost able to get control and win the ball, but Knight defense was on the spot, backing each other up. Warriors get ready to throw in. And a ball thrown in way over the forward's head, taken by the Knight goalie. The lights are really starting to take effect here as the sun sets and the temperature drops. The Warriors play the ball again deep, nobody home. Knight goalie picks up the ball, plays it out. Good strong kick, flicked on to the Knight forward. He's able to move the ball out wide, sends it into his man, played back. The possession game works really well for the Knights. They were able to put in a lot of pressure on the Warriors by maintaining possession of the ball, which they're doing right now. Able to switch fields and move the ball up. Played into midfield where looks like the Warriors are playing a back six now. They are not allowing the Knights any space. Looks like they're going to ride the lead. Maybe play a break offense. Ball pushed out by the Warrior defenders. Knights getting ready to throw the ball in a promising position. That's how the Warriors scored their goal, was on a throw-in. That unmarked Warrior defender was in the box and was able to head the ball in. Some working on the sideline, and the ball is given away to the Knights, so they'll throw the ball in deep. This is almost exactly the spot that the Warriors played that ball across. The Knights do not bring the whole house. They do have quite a few players up, but not everybody. That ball played, and foul is called. So it'll be a free kick for the Warriors. Warrior goalie getting ready to take the kick, and they launches the ball deep. Flicked on through to the Warrior forward, then cleared back out by the Knight defense. Trying to collect the ball are the Knights, but the Warriors take possession, send the ball deep. It's headed back and out of play. That'll be a Knight ball. So there's the ball played in, and the Knights take possession, send the ball over the top, but it is collected by the Warrior midfielder, who moves up the ball quickly, sends it out wide. That's a great ball, but just a little too far. Knights throw the ball in, flick it on, and knocked out of play by the Warriors. Knights hustling up, trying to move the ball forward, play the ball in short. And the possession game starts again. Knights are able to play the ball in, but just a little bit behind him, and so the Warriors take control. Rolled out to the Warrior defender, who sends the ball upfield. Controlled by the Warriors. And sent back. The ball over the top, but not taken well. Warriors have some space and some time. That's a nice ball into empty space, run onto by the Warriors, who cross the ball. Men in the box, scoring chance, but cleared by the Knights. Not all the way. Warriors take possession back, play the ball out. Shot on goal is tipped wide, and it'll be a Warrior corner. 5 minutes passed here in the second half, first part of the second half. Warriors have a good scoring opportunity on a corner play. Set play, ball put into the far back post, headed on, bounding around, and the Warriors managed to take control, but then cleared out by the Knights. Not all the way. Warriors keep it in their offensive half. Coming around the end is the Warrior player, and the ball knocked out by the Knights for a Warrior throw-in. Another dangerous position. The ball put into the box and punched out by the goalie, then cleared out deep by the Knights. Take possession at midfield. Nice hold-up play. Ball forward to the Knight forward. He's going to wait for some friends, see if he can't get some help. That ball played into the middle, but cleared out by the Warrior defense. The Knights are maintaining possession here in the middle. Nice give and go. Little move around the middle. Shot on goal is saved by the goalie. Rebound into the net! That ties the score at 1.
Night goal by number 2, Freddie Bartouch.
Very nice run. Led to a great goal. That's off the end line, and it'll be a Knight goal kick. With 33 minutes left in the half, it's a new game. Knight play the ball back into midfield, flicked on again, and Knights control the ball, try and move the ball upfield, and it is kicked out by the Warriors. Start of this half looks a lot like the end of the first half, where the Knights had a lot of possession, a lot of time on field. Ball thrown in, controlled by the Knights. 3 players drawn to the position, almost getting it through. A little bit of help, and a foul gives the ball back to the Warriors. Warrior free kick getting ready. Ball launched into play. That's a good kick. Headed on. And it will be a Warrior free kick at midfield. Now this looks like a head-on-head collision. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. We're going to take an injury timeout. So our Lincoln Way Central Knight player is being helped off the field. We hope that he's okay. Hope that there's no head injury there. So they were both trying to head the ball. And so the Warriors put the ball into play when we restart, and this is a pretty good position to score a goal. It's a little long to put it right directly on net. Might be able to get something. So ball played into the middle, flicked, rebounded, and it's in the net. And the Warriors take back the lead. It looked like an own goal to me. I'd like to see the replay on that. I think that ball was off of a central header.
Goal by number 10, Conrad Bolster. Warriors took the lead 2-1.
So the Warriors take the lead back 2-1 with 31 minutes left here in the second half in the game. Knights on the ensuing kickoff, trying to move the ball upfield. And move the ball out wide. Ball played nicely into the middle. Unfortunate touch for the Knight forward, and the ball kicked out by the Warriors for a Knight throw-in. And played through the middle, and that's going to be a foul. And for the Knights will have a free kick in a promising position just outside the box on the right side of the field. It's likely to be about 20 yards out. This could be a really nice, the right ball here could put the score back even. So there's a lot of jockeying around going on in the far post. Knights play it short. Oh, and it's kicked. Unfortunate touch. Tried to do a little flick back to the middle, but couldn't quite get it right. That's a shot on goal that kicked out wide, defended wide. So the Knights will have a corner kick. See if the Knights can't get the job done here. Well, another ball to the far post, down the other side, and that'll bound out of play, be a Warrior throw-in. So the Warriors throw the ball in. That's long, taken by the Knights, sent back to the middle, where it is collected. And the Warriors manage to clear it out, but it's right to the Knight defender, who puts a poor touch on the ball. And the Warriors take possession. They're moving the ball up really nicely, but then it's cut off by the Knight defense. This is our run back through the middle was stopped. And the Knights take possession again, trying to move the ball around. Nice little move, skill move there. Ball passed forward, and a foul committed in another promising position for the Knights. Referee's doing a good job of maintaining control of this game. Doesn't look to be outrageously physical. I like that. So the Knights jockeying around at the far post again. Looks like ball is put on goal, and it's saved by the goalie. Played out after a nice save, right into the forward's hands. A nice touch, and he was almost away. And ball bounces around to the Warriors and shot on goal, but that was going to be saved all the way. That would have to be quite a shot to score in that position. Knights put the ball out, flicked on deep. Nice trying to get there, but the Warrior goalie collects. And the Warriors looking to play the ball out. Do again, lot of back and forth play here now. Knights trying to press. Warriors responding, and that ball played nicely. And finally knocked out of play for a Knight throw-in. Ball played in. And the Knights managed to move the ball up the field, trying to move it back out wide. So the Knight forward, another foul by the Warriors. Brings the ball. This isn't, this should be a cross. I think this is a little too far for a shot on goal. So the Knights began to jockey. They're on the back post again, driving towards the middle. This is a great cross, ball right there in the box. Shot blocked and cleared out by the Warriors. Racing to it are the Knight defenders, who are not able to move the ball past the defense, and it's a throw-in. Knights throw the ball in quickly on the restart. Looking for control, possession. There's the ball played in the box. It's a header, but it's right at the goalie. 25 minutes left to go in the game. Knights had a good opportunity, but unable to convert. They take possession of the ball here and dump it in deep again. Their Knight forwards are able to control the ball, send it back. Possession game working well for the Knights here. A little bit of the shanks on that pass. And the Knights are able to maintain possession through some great shielding of the ball. And played over the top, cut back to the Warrior forwards who take possession. Gonna move the ball up, ball over the top. This should be a good opportunity, but looks like the Warrior forward is content to play the ball and wait for his teammates. And that ball cut off and knocked out of play. Knocked out of play into the Knights. So the Knights take possession. Looks like they're trying to spread the field a little bit. And throw the ball down, and it is headed back. Foul by the Warrior defender, puts the ball back on the Knights for a free kick. Have to be a pretty good kick to get a cross in from here. See if he's got that in mind. He's gonna send it really long. That's a pretty good kick. Puts it into the front of the box, but it is cleared out by the Warrior defenders. Knights then take possession again, move the ball forward, and a pretty heavy foul there. And Knight defender shaken up a little bit. Looks like he's going to be okay. And so the Knights are getting ready to take their free kick from the foul. Ball played into the box. This is a good ball, but a little too close to the goalie. Thrown out by the Warrior goalie to the Warrior. Ball moved up quickly to the Warrior forwards, but they don't have a lot of numbers forward. Unable to control, and the ball is going to be a corner for the Warriors as their midfield finally moves up. Score is 2-1 Warriors. Looks like they're getting ready to threaten again. 23 minutes left in the half, in the game. A nice cross into the box is taken by the Knight goalie, and the danger is cleared. Ball played out, mistouched by the Knight forward. Played back by the Warrior. That's kind of a deep ball. Knight midfield, or Warrior midfield steps up. And now they're gonna play a little bit of possession here. Warriors dispossessed from the ball. The Knights are able to take control. There's a ball over the top, but it is shut down by the Warrior defense. Taken back by the Knights. A little bit of nutmeg, shot blocked out front. Calling for a handball. The ball is cleared and then cleared back and then taken by the Warriors. The Knights are pressing hard for that equalizer again. They do have, Warriors have some numbers forward. A ball into the box, and it is collected by the Knight goalie. Great ball punted out. That's flicked on and taken by, ooh, that was a pretty hard foul. Referee appealing for a card on the play. Or, I'm sorry, player appealing for a card to the referee on the play. So this is a really good opportunity for the Knights. Uh-oh, we've got a stoppage in play. And with 22 minutes left, and the score is 2-1 Warriors. It looks like we had a mandatory substitution. I'm not sure if there was a player who was maybe injured on the play or injured on a previous play. Referee called a stop to play, and then the player was removed from the field. And the Knights really do have a very promising position here. The ball put forward could be very dangerous. It's headed up into the air, and the Warriors knock it out of the box and then clear it downfield, and that is knocked out of play. It'll be a Knight throw-in. So it looks like the Knights are trying to apply pressure here again. Nice to move the ball out of trouble, and that ball played into the box, but too far. So the Warrior goalie will put up a very nice punt that the Knights managed to take control of on a very nice play by the midfielder. He puts the ball over the top, and it is controlled by the Knights. A little bit of back and forth there. There's a whole host of players right around the Knight player, who then crosses the ball into the defender and out of play. So it'll be a Knight throw-in. So the Knights collect the ball and throw it in. On the near post is Knight forward, and that is taken by the Warrior defense and knocked out of play again. Warriors really on their back foot here. And seems like they're having a lot of difficulty getting the ball past midfield. Not having a whole lot of opportunities. And the ball taken on the throw-in by the Knight defense. Knight midfielder moving the ball upfield. He's got some space, he's got some time. Things that you don't want to give him. Ball crossed in the middle is deflected by the Warrior defense and kicked out wide. Warriors managed to take possession, but the ball is taken back, and now it's dumped in deep. That ball is just cleared out of play. So the Knights will take the throw-in. We got 20 minutes left in this game. Had some nice back and forth there with scores. The Lincoln Way Knights tied it up, only to lose the lead minutes later to the Warriors, or give the lead back to the Warriors. Warriors are trying to maintain a little possession here, but the Knights are giving them fits. And that ball kicked out of play. It'll be a Warrior throw-in. So, good strong throw, flicked up and taken by the Knight goalie, who then puts in a great punt midfield, headed back by the Warriors, who then try and move the ball upfield. Another 50-50 ball that the Warriors seem to be winning now. And the ball kicked down the line. Looks like that's going to roll out of play for the Knights. Throw the ball in. And the Knights maintain possession. And a foul will give a free kick to the Knights. 18 minutes left to go. Time's starting to get short for the Knights. They're going to pull this one even. Warriors looking to run this clock out. Ball played short. Knights push up. Unfortunate touch puts the ball into the Warriors' hands and sends it back out deep. So the Knights take collect and send the ball in deep. That ball is headed back. Looks like the Warriors are looking to move the ball in this time. But another tip, and the ball comes back to the goalie, who punts it deep. 50-50 ball is not won by anybody. Ball pushed on, headed back to the goalie, and quite easily taken. Good punt by the Warrior goalie, tipped on to the Knights defense, who dump it back in. And the Knights trying to recover possession here. Ball, referee plays advantage on the foul, and the Knights are able to put a touch on, but the Warriors clear it out wide. So it'll be a Knight throw-in. Knights have had a couple of nice throw-ins that come to midfield. They did a flick on one and had another one that was a good scoring opportunity. There are lots of players in the box right now. There's a good strong throw, flicked on, and that's in the net! And so the Knights tie it up again with
Central goal by number 2, Freddie Bartucci.
16 minutes left in the game. So the Warriors will take the ball in possession on the restart. Looks like there's some conversation with the Warrior coach and the referee. We do have a stoppage in play. Both sides are very impassioned about this contest. Natural rivals being both in the same town. A lot of these players play with each other in the same teams growing up. As they've come through the levels, different little leagues and competitive leagues. Looks like we're getting ready for a restart. Referee returning to the middle of the field, and we are back in play. Warriors take the ball, looking to take the lead back. Play it out wide. This is a good, nice play. No options there. Doesn't manage to play the ball forward. Trying to dribble through some defenders. They're doing some nice back and forth play. That's a interesting ball as it broke the other way. You'd like to see a ball like that break towards the goal, but his broke away. I think he just probably mistouched it just a hair. So the Knight goalie will take the ball and send it in. Tip flicked on, tried to control by the Knights. They are able to move it up a little bit, but the Warriors take the ball back. Kicked out on a switch, and the Knights put a touch on, but the Warriors maintain possession. Given up, and the Knights take the ball back. Doing some nice moves there. Yeah, so Knights are able to move the ball forward now. Trying to put it in. A little bit of switching fields. The Knights have a good spread now. And they do take possession, moving across the front of the box. Knight midfielders send a ball into the middle. Shot on goal is going to go way over the top of the goal. Maybe just a little rushed. Maybe next time they'll look to put that ball on a little lower trajectory. Warrior goalie plays the ball in on the goal kick. Taken back and knocked out of bounds by the Warrior defense. Knights have a throw in. Play it downfield. Flicked on by the Knight forward and kicked out of bounds by the Warrior defense. Good touch by the Knights, but right into the Warriors. And Warriors are able to take the ball up. Ball over the top is a good ball, but nobody making a run. And so it is simply cleared back, flicked on, and that ball also over the top, but right to the Warrior defense. Some jousting for the ball here as the Warriors are able to take possession. Move the ball into midfield. Knights trying to put on pressure. Nice ball into open space, but collected by the Knights and set out into the crowd. And so, Knights on the throw, or Warriors on the throw in. That's a good ball into the box. Dangerous position, centered, and block cut off by the Knight defense. Unable to maintain possession, the Warriors take the ball back, but unfortunate touch, and the ball goes out of play. It'll be a Warrior throw in. Warriors are looking to move the ball up quickly, and cut off by the Warrior defense. The Knights moving, look the ball up quickly, cut off by the Warrior defense. A little bit of back and forth, and ball played forward. A nice flick there. Looks like the ball did go out of play, and it will be a Warrior throw-in. Warriors in black and have led most of the game, except for small periods where it's been tied, like it is now. It's 2-2 with 12 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors looking for that go-ahead goal again. Knights looking to take the lead for the first time in the game. That ball played in deep, but controlled by the Warriors, who send the ball back over midfield. Knights take possession there, trying to move the ball up. That ball will be sent in deep, controlled by the Knights. Send it out wide, and unable to control it is the Knight forward. Warrior ball. 12 minutes left to go. Warriors starting to press now a little bit more. Pace has picked up, and that ball will go back to the Knights as it came back out of bounds after it went inbounds. That ball thrown in. Handball is called for, and the ball kicked out of bounds by the Warriors, so it'll be a Knight throw-in. Knights looking dangerous here. It's a good position, and attempt to force it into the Knight forward fails. Another give and go opportunity is stymied by the Warriors. Try and clear the ball out, but are unable to, and then finally they do, and that ball is knocked out of play as the Knights pushing to get the go-ahead goal, send the ball in right onto a Warrior forehead, but they take control off the header. And there we go. Knights maintain possession. Nice ball over the top, and that ball is knocked into open space behind the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for the Warriors. Time starting to run down on both teams. Header played nicely back, and that ball is a great through ball, but the Warriors managed to clean it up. Ball played forward. Warriors in a promising position. There's not too many Knights back for defense, but the Knights take control, play the ball forward, and played out. So it'll be a Warrior throw-in. So the Warriors send the ball deep, and it's knocked out again by the Knights. Warriors getting ready for another throw-in. Looks like they're looking to push the ball into the box. They brought up their defenders. Warriors on a play. That ball collected by the Knights and cleared. Flicked back. Ooh, almost a major collision there. Glad that both players have managed to avoid each other. Little give and go is played well by the Warriors, who send the ball in deep, but it is cleaned up by the Knight defense, who try and take possession, and the Knights are moving up the field, and the ball played out by the Knights. The Warriors take over, send the ball in deep, and that ball will go to the Warriors. With 9 minutes left in the game, still a 2-2 tie. Both teams starting to ramp up the intensity, try and move the ball into a good position. That throw-in knocked out by the Knights. Warriors will have another throw-in. This is a promising position for the Warriors. They scored from this. See if they can't do it again. Take the lead back one more time. Ball played in. That's a good ball into the middle. It's knocked up in the air, and it's in the net! Fantastic goal. 2 throw-ins lead the goals for the Warriors. Can the Knights pull even again?
Warrior goal by number 20, Kyle Seymour.
And so the Knights take over on the ensuing kickoff. Play the ball in, tapped by the Warriors. The Knights coming up the field. They're pushing hard now. Ball centered, taken by the Warriors and then cleared out. It looks like they've got everybody back. The Warriors do. They're parking the bus now and launching the ball deep. Be a tough match for the Knights to get through and score. Knights play the ball over the top, but it is cut off by the Warriors, who take possession, send it out wide. Looks like the Knights are gonna take the ball back though. Trying to move the ball through the middle. And ball played into the player. Gives the ball back to the Warriors, who just dump it deep. And the Knights return the favor. 50-50 ball won by the Warriors, but then taken by the Knights. A nice little touch there by the Knight midfielder. And the flick unable to be completed by the Knight forward. So the Warriors come out with the ball. Kicked out wide. Be a Warrior throw-in. And Warriors are gonna pull in a sub. So here we have the Warrior throw-in. Flicked on by the Warrior forward and then kicked back by the Knight defense. Warriors for another throw-in. They are not bringing a whole lot of players forward. 6 minutes left in the game. Nice centering ball, but there's nobody there for the Warriors. Knights unable to clear it. Warriors move into position. And the ball centered. Nice cross there, but just a little high. Difficult to handle, but ball put up over the back of the net. Warriors leading 3-2. Knights looking for the equalizer. That ball headed out of play by the Warriors, and so the Knights will take possession. Throw-in goes into a foul. Knights looking to play the ball. This could be a promising cross. Knights are trying to set up for in position for it. Ball played into the box. There's an open man, but the Warriors cut it off. Kicked out wide and cleared deep. Knights take possession, send it back, but taken back by the Warriors, who then dump it in. Just keeping the ball off of their side. That ball is punted, is kicked deep, flicked on, and the Warriors take control, and then again sent deep. Warriors doing a good job of taking time off of the clock, frustrating the Knights. 4 minutes left in the game, and the Warriors are definitely doing a good job of controlling that. A ball played forward into an offside position by the Warriors, so the Knights will get a free kick. Knight goalie takes the kick, sends it in deep, flicked on, but a Warrior is there to clean up then another one dumped in deep. That ball is going to go out of play, and it'll be a Warrior throw in. It looks like we've got another Warrior substitution late in the game. We've got about 3 minutes, a little more than 3 minutes left in the game. Knights are pressing for that tying goal. Warriors are hanging on, and we have a foul by the Knights. Gives a free kick to the Warriors. Warriors look to send this ball deep. Take more time off the clock. That ball is played very well. It's headed back, and the Warriors take control. Flicked on, but collected by the goalie and then sent deep. Trying to skip the ball through for the Knight forward. And that ball is tapped out wide, so it will be a Knight throw-in. Not too many Knights in the box yet. Looks like the throw-ins, the set plays, have been the main source of scoring for both sides in this game. And we have the Knights throwing the ball in. No, a flicked on miss, and the Knights trying to take control of the ball, tap it out. Warriors come clean. They're gonna break long. Actually, the Warriors have an odd man rush, but they were unable to capitalize on that. Ball sent back in, collected by the Knights. Kicked out wide for no goal. It'll be a goal kick, I believe, is the call. And the ball played in. That is headed back. And the Warriors dump it deep and long. That will go out of play with a minute left in the game. Warriors still holding on to the lead. Knights throw the ball in, and it's kicked out. So it'll be a Warrior throw. Looks like the Warriors are moving in for the kill on this one. That ball played over the top very nicely. Warriors maintain possession. Trying to win the ball in the box are the Warriors, but they are unable to maintain it. Knights move the ball up the field. Waiting for some help are the Knights. They send the ball in deep, but no one there to receive the run, and the ball dribbles out of play. 30 seconds, Warrior throw in. Ball played in quickly, and that ball goes right back out. Knights throw the ball in, flicked on, kicked out. Knights throw it in again. That ball is kicked out, and that'll be it.
Time expires here. Scoreboard showing a Warrior victory over the Knights. Hard-fought victory, 3-2 over Illinois Central.
So the Warriors walk away with the win in this heated rivalry. A well-played game by both sides. Teammates from both sides congratulating each other. Some of these players play together on club level, so They're very good friends. So that's it. The Lincoln Way West Warriors win 3 to Lincoln Way Central 2. Thanks everybody for joining us.